Hey, what is up guys, my name is Fire, bringing us some more Infinite Warfare R3K gameplay. Now, I want to talk about this weapon for a second, because this weapon really needs nerfed. Just look at this clip for an example. I just go off in this clip, I just start tearing up people, I just one burst after one burst after one burst, and it was so much fun, I felt so satisfying, I was freaking out in this moment. This weapon is so powerful, but it's so much fun to use. I think this weapon does maybe need a bit of a nerf. Even though, at the same time, I find that a lot of weapons still outbeat this weapon in other circumstances, and I want to talk about that. The MV4, for example. The MV4 is a type of weapon that literally is just a laser beam cross map, but it has moderate damage, and that's why a lot of people tend to go towards that thing. I understand why people don't like this weapon, because it's a burst weapon. It's a little bit more difficult to use after bursting and bursting. If you get in a tight situation, say with the MV4 or something, you can just spray it and you have no problems. But say if you're in a tight situation with the R3K, that's a little bit more difficult, because this weapon is a lot harder to burst and a lot harder to try to get your shots inaccurate, because the thing is, with that burst delay, if you miss even one little shot, that burst delay, that entire, like, however long it is, maybe a second or so, that whole second, you die extremely fast. Call of Duty is a game where you die extremely fast, and that can make the world of difference in any game, in any first person shooter, but especially in Call of Duty, because Call of Duty is that type of game where you just die in an instant. And the thing is, when you're using a burst weapon, you may miss one little shot. That burst delay can really mess you up, and you can die from that. And this has happened to me a lot of times. Even though this weapon is really powerful right now, and it is getting a lot of one burst kills, if you're not too accurate with this thing, it can really mess you up in a lot of situations. Now, I actually want to talk about the hit detection here for a second. The hit detection in this game is goddamn dreadful. That's one thing I'm gonna say. The hit detection right now, at least that I'm finding it, is horrible. Whenever I play Modern Warfare Remastered or even Black Ops 3, any other Call of Duty game, the hit detection feels so smooth and so perfect. Of course, there's an exception for Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1 was horrible hit detection, that's one thing I think everyone can agree on, but same goes for this game. Call of Duty goes from being one of the greatest games for hit detection ever to this game going to be like one of the worst, at least in my opinion. I think the hit detection is horrible in this game. Maybe that's just me, maybe it has a clunky feeling, and it does. Black Ops 3 had such a smooth feeling to it, and Modern Warfare Remastered as well. It just has such a smooth feeling to killing, to movement, to everything. This game feels more clunky, and the hit detection doesn't feel as good, and I've been struggling a lot, like using the MV4 and different things. I get absolutely obliterated, and a lot of people have been complaining that you shoot first, you still die first. Like, it doesn't make much sense. That's the same thing that's happening here. People use the MV4 a lot. I go to try to use the MV4, the damage in that thing, or the hit detection, just doesn't pick up very well. Same with the Ripper in assault rifle mode. Just because that thing shoots so goddamn slow, or maybe it's the accuracy, the way it bumps around and stuff, it's so hard to hit people with them weapons, and I find that I get in a lot of situations where I should be hitting them, but I'm not, and it's really annoying. Overall, as the moral of the point of this video is, the R3K, yes, I think it needs a nerf. That's just my opinion. It's ridiculous. Before it gets nerfed, before anything happens, so go use it right now. It's also Genesis Holiday right now, 24/7. It's a lot of fun. The map looks absolutely beautiful, so it does. Not as good as Winter Crash in my opinion. Winter Crash is more Christmassy and way more cooler, at least in my opinion, the way Santa comes in saying ho ho ho. I think that's sick. But anyway guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to smack the like button down below and subscribe to more Call of Duty content. And yeah, I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.